to come here and to invest really in yourself. And what I'm going to be teaching you today, we're going to go through a lot. And it's going to be very important. It's going to affect you. And it's already affecting you whether you know it or you don't. But I'm very passionate about marketing in general, but specifically when it comes to online marketing. And I know it says social media, and social media is just a one strand of the online marketing world. And I want to make sure that I show you guys the whole world of what's out there. And then, of course, we're going to get into social media. So as Michael was kind enough to share, I started really online marketing my first year in college. And I didn't know I was doing online marketing at the time. I was working for a company called Optimum Nutrition, and they sold supplements. So all types of health supplements, bodybuilding supplements, different proteins. And as part of the site, they had a forum where people would come in, and I'm sure you've probably been on a forum online, where you would come in, share stories, put experiences, kind of like before Facebook and before Twitter. That was a way that people were social online. So as a sales rep for this company, I thought, wow, what a great idea to jump on this forum and create a buzz about the products that our company sold and carried. So I would give away free samples, have little competitions, pro people, send a sample to someone, say, hey, why don't you do a review and share with someone that's influential on the board, share with everyone else your experience using this product. And over some time, I noticed that by me doing this, sales started increasing. People started buying more products. I started getting more emails saying, hey, can I get some more samples? How can I get the product? What stores carry this product? So I noticed, wow, I'm having a lot of power in impacting my company's bottom line through just sitting on the computer, sending some messages, having those relationships and being social. So I was doing that at the time. I didn't realize that's online marketing, but it was. So I had that experience there. Then a couple semesters later, I had the awesome opportunity to go to Washington, D.C. and do a marketing and HR internship at our capital. And one of my friends at the time, he says, Jeff, have you heard about Twitter? And at the time, I had my MySpace, but I really didn't use it professionally, right? It was just to be on there and maybe to chat with some friends. But Twitter really caught my attention because I saw that businesses have profiles on there. Politicians like John McCain had a Twitter account and they were posting up stuff. And I sent a tweet to John McCain. He's like, yeah, because at the time I was also lobbying for a lot of student issues. I was a college student. I wanted to get increased funding for our needs. I wanted to talk to the politicians about the DREAM Act and different issues that impacted us. So what better way to reach to these people than through Twitter? And I did that. I sent a tweet to John McCain, and he responded. I was shocked. He's like, yeah, come by the office. So I came by, got a chance to speak to him, to chat with him, but it changed my perspective. I was like, wow, this is real. This is impacting people. It's impacting businesses. Businesses will put out different tweets with different discounts, and you would see the masses of people just show up. So I was like, wow, there's a lot of power in this. But then at the time, I didn't know that was marketing, right? You use it, but you don't realize this is marketing. So I had that opportunity. Then I used it. I used those opportunities to leverage and to work at an internship with Microsoft. And this was a position as an internet judge. And before I heard about this position, I didn't know this existed. But my job was to look at different search queries that were being done. So every day, people do searches. And here's an example. Someone would search Disney. So the first site that would pop up would be, of course, Disney.com, which is the official site. But then there's a lot of spam sites, right? People that just put Disney all over their website just to try to fool the search engine so they show up. So my job working for Microsoft was to do sampling of the results that would come up and judge them based on what I saw. So it had a human element to it instead of being an algorithm, which is how most search engines work. It had that human element. So I would go in there and spend time judging different sites. And that's when I started really learning more about online marketing, about how different websites were using different techniques to rank for these different keywords. So then from there, I went on and I became a social media consultant. And that started when just about a year, almost 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, we had an inspirational speaker that came out by the name of Michelle Villalobos. And at the time, I had this experience great, but I really wasn't leveraging it to put myself in a position to get opportunities, career-wise, internship-wise. I know I could do more. So she came and talked about the theme of personal branding and how important it is for you to develop your own personal brand. And one of the recommendations that she gave was, why don't you get your website, your name, first name, last name.com, and then start, just like other brands are doing it. Nike is promoting their brand using social media, using website. Why don't you do it for yourself and see what happens? So I took her up on that challenge, and I did exactly just that. And then I saw doors everywhere open. People were reaching out to me saying, hey, Jeff, what you did for yourself, for your brand, can you do it for my business? Because I want to get the same results. So from there, I worked with Nerd Support. I worked with the nonprofit Switchboard in Miami. I went on to work for a very large debt collection agency as well, doing online marketing consultant. And then about just last semester, that personal brand helped me also get opportunities. So I got job offers from Pepsi. I got an internship that I did with AVP, a Fortune 500 company. Got a job offer from them. So I saw these great opportunities that were coming because of online marketing, because of how I positioned myself and how I applied a lot of different strategies and techniques that businesses were using. So just last semester, through my LinkedIn profile, MediaWiz reached out to me. And MediaWiz is an online digital marketing agency, and they work with several big names, Home Depot, AT&T, Netflix, and they strategize their online marketing strategies. And they said, Jeff, we really were impressed by what we saw on your profile. We would like for you to join our company. So I took advantage of that internship, and I made that into my full-time position. So throughout this journey, I've learned more and more each day. I've developed a lot of my professional skills, but to me that doesn't really mean much, right? Because what's really more important to me, and the reason that I'm here, is that I want to share this with you guys. I want to teach you guys what I've learned throughout my journey, because it does me no good just to hold on to it myself. I want to be able to share this with you because I know how it impacted me, I know how it changed my life, and hopefully I could teach you guys the same methods that I use so you could change your life and make positive changes, whether it's getting an internship, whether it's getting the experience and the knowledge that you need to do well in that job interview that's going to lead to that job that you want, whether it's your business and you want to leverage online marketing to grow your business. What I'm going to teach you today is going to help you do all that. So I'm very glad you guys are here. And I hope you guys are happy to be here. Can I get some smiles? Awesome. Yeah, thank you. So let's talk about marketing, right? Because how many marketing majors? Raise your hand if you're a marketing major. Okay, great. So a lot of marketing majors. So what's happened in the past couple of years, right? We've had a recession. Businesses are suffering as far as profits and revenue. So sadly, marketing is one of the first departments that budgets get looked at and scrutinized and start getting cut. Thankfully, that's changing though. According to Anderson Analytics, recent reports show that the marketing budget is looking like it's going to be increased in 2010 and even more as we go into 2011 and 2012. So that's a good news, because it means that more money is going into marketing, which means that more students like you are going to be needed to fill those marketing positions, to come up with the creative marketing strategies that are going to help these businesses continue to grow. So with that in mind, let's take a look at the survey. In the next 3 years, these experts were asked, do you think marketing's effectiveness will increase, stay the same, or decrease for each of the following? So as you can tell, who here uses the Yellow Pages still? Maybe one person, right? So the Yellow Pages is quickly going out the door, and they're even now making those Yellow Pages available online, of course. So they're making more of their money now online than they are physically by publishing those names in the book. But at the top of the list, we see something that is impacting all of us: social media. Created social media is one of the biggest places that is looking to, that people are saying this is going to be more effective in getting our marketing message across. So with that in mind, who here is on Facebook? Raise your hand. Everyone, pretty much, right? So it's impacting. Who here has checked their Facebook today at least one time? Okay. So people are spending more time on Facebook. We see it, right? In the classroom, I'm sure the professor sees everyone. She walks around sometimes and sees people on their laptop on Facebook instead of on their FIU website. So we're affected by it, and we see it in our daily life. But right below that, there's also online video that people are saying, these experts are saying, it's going to be more effective in us creating a marketing message to impact the audience that we're trying to reach. Then search engine optimization. We're going to get into more of what that is in a second. Mobile marketing. Who here has a smartphone? Bring it up. Let me see. I want to see your smartphone. So we got some iPhones, some Androids. Perfect. So now you don't leave your house without your mobile phone, right? You go into the bathroom and you take your phone's coming right along with you. So people are spending lots of time on their phone. So marketers are trying to strategize how can we use that to get the message, to market to these people. Then we have, of course, paid placement in social media, which are Facebook ads, and we're going to cover that as well. Then email marketing, paid search listings, and on and on. But as you see, these parts are the bulk of what experts are saying are going to have the biggest impact and effectiveness. And out the door are going yellow pages and newspapers and radio and telemarketing. They're not as effective as they once used to be. So, how will marketers' fund increase in their company's budget? Where is this money going to come from, right? So we now know that online marketing is important, but we have this budget and it's a limited budget. How do we shift this around to accommodate what we need to do in the interactive marketing side and in the online marketing side? So 60% of people that were surveyed said that we're going to increase the budget for interactive marketing by shifting money away from traditional marketing. So what that means is in the marketing department you have different sections, right? You have people that are focused, employees that are focused on billboard, on the offline marketing, on putting together TV commercial, advertising, in the newspaper, etc. So the budget that they once used to have, now they're taking some of that money away and they're putting it into the online marketing. So those departments are going to grow bigger. And it's great for you guys because you guys are here learning this information, and you're going to see a lot of my friends that are graduating with me and that graduated last semester now have jobs in online marketing. So jobs are being created every day. Social media community managers, pay-per-click specialists, SEO strategists. These are jobs that are being created now every single day, and there's a big need for them because it's not something that you can major in college, right? You can't major in social media, at least not yet. Some colleges are offering it, but FIU hasn't yet.
Yes. Out of curiosity, that budget that's being taken from traditional marketing, does that also include the actual production costs of let's say, a billboard or such, or is it just cost of the people hired?
No, it includes that. It includes that.
Correct me if I'm wrong, though. Wouldn't social media marketing be quite cheaper, considering that it's mainly, not mainly, but considering that a lot of it is basically site maintenance and such?
Oh yes, there is, and we're going to actually show some numbers regarding that. But in the recession, and that marketing budget has shifted because they saw, wow, with that same amount of money, I could be really effective in social media. Why am I spending it in the production of putting the graphic together, the layout, the materials, the actual rental of the space for a billboard, let's say. So yes, you're onto something. And along the way,